Hi, my name is Antonio Medina Moreno. I am a student at the UTBT, and I will introduce to make the principles that are mentioned in the chapter for the economics books by Dummies, which talk about suppliers, simplify supply and demand. Supply and demand is very rationally separated buffer from the sayers and the summary the buyer of each group with a single line on graph is captured by demand curve and sayers by buyer in the captured by supply curve to determine how much of particular item will sell. It is really in many areas are currently on shedding price and allocating resources, as well as providing a future prediction of government policies will affect the behavior of markets. For example, you can tell the price of gasoline goes up during of the summers and why the price of wheat goes down. When they say demand economic mean how much of 17 people were willing and able to play. We have a dozen apples, and even though we want 1,000 apples, the 1,000 apples is not the demand. If not the big demand is the 1,000 apples we have, because that is what we are willing and able to play for. The demand is divided into tastes and preference of their price, income. They are called of inferior goods. First, when they focus on price. Second, when you translate the concept of demand. One moment. In turn, graph created demand curve. Price have very different effects than the other variables. Graph the demand curve. Price the higher to the price, the less quantity people demand. That way, demand curves slope down. Is the most important change in the price of the other factors are reflected on demand curve. Price increases or decrease. If you change income, they are changed in your tastes of preference. In this case, is a opportunity cost, the price of the product and measure of sacrifice. The slopes of demand curves indicate how people rate down the change in the price. You link more the products, it is cheaper and generate happiness and satisfaction to have it. The other than is hardly increase your purchases. Either the person who buys more on the price follows a flat demand curve. Um, Another question: perfect inelastic. These types of graphs come to when a person continues to buy on some amount the product regardless of price change. Also, very strange cases of the demand curve. Uh, Another situation, supply classification provincials surveys inexpensive and people have to apply to supply the things on the weight. Graph the supply curve. A supply curve showing the median price at which some is willing to sell various quantities of goods or services. They have an upward support to increase production cost. If your person produces a few things and the price will be lower the more produced, the price will willing to increase in order to generate great profits.